everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to solve next problem of truss analysis. Let's read the problem. Analyze the truss completely shown in the figure below for displacements, reactions, stresses and strains. This truss is a triangular member. It has one end fixed and the other end has a displacement reaction, which is a roller, and on the third end you can see load being applied. One load of 20 kN in the downward direction and one load of 10 kN along the positive x-axis. I can assume this fixed member as node 1, the roller as node 2 and the load applied end as node 3. The length between 1 and 2 node is given as 5 meter and the height is given as 2 meter. The Young's modulus value for each member is given as 210 gigapascal. This is steel. I'll create a material for it and the area is 1000 mm square for each member. So let's get started with answers now. I'll go to static structural. I'll rename it as example 3. I'll go to analysis type. I'll change it to 2D. I'll go to engineering data. Create a new material over here as steel. The isotropic elasticity. Isotropic elasticity in that Young's modulus is given as 210 E9 and the value of Poisson's ratio I'll assume as 0.3. You can assume some other value as well. I'll go to project, update project. Next I'll go to geometry, right click, new design modeler geometry. This is the screen for design modeler. I'll go to units, millimeter, XY, look at. I'll go to sketching, I'll choose polyline. I'll draw a triangle. Right click, closed end. I'll give it dimensions. The height is 2 meter, so this will be 2000 mm and the length is total 5000. I'll have to give one more dimension, that is this value. I'll click on look at to bring it back to my screen. I'll go to concepts, lines from sketches. I'll select sketch 1, apply, generate. Next I'll go to concept, cross section, rectangular. Say I'll take the breadth as 50 and the height as 20. I'll go to one part, one body, line body. Cross section I'll choose as rectangle 1. So this is my geometry. Next I'll go to model and double click on it. I'll go to geometry, I'll choose a line body, I'll allocate material steel, I'll go to mesh, sizing, I'll choose fine, update. You can see over here, this is my truss. Next I'll go to analysis settings, I'll choose vertex, one end is fixed. The other end there is displacement. X will be free, Y will be constrained, so I'll put constant, which means no displacement, 0. On the third node I'll insert force. I'll change vector to component. Along the positive x-axis there is 10 kilonewton, which means it is 10,000 Newton. I'll apply one more force over here. I'll change vector to component. Along the y-axis, there's a load of minus 20 kilonewton. I'll go to solution, right click, insert, deformation, directional. I want to see directional deformation in x and in y direction. I'll insert beam tool. I'll insert probe, force reaction at the fixed support. Also, I want to see the force reaction at the displacement end. I'll go to deformation directional now. Instead of all bodies, I will choose this node 2, apply. Here there will be deformation along x-axis, so I'll choose x over here. Again, I'll insert deformation directional in case people want to see the directional deformation along y-axis at this node, which will be 0, but still if you want to see the result, it will actually show you the correctness of your result. I'll choose this node and one more deformation along the y-axis. I'll choose this node, apply. So I have all these results here. Solve. The first result is of directional deformation along the x-axis for the entire body. So you can see the animated view here. If you want, you can click on max min. You'll see the max and minimum results. Next is directional deformation along the y-axis for the entire body. In beam tool, I wanted to see the direct stress on this body. So this is showing me the stress. Again, if I click max min, I can see the values. If I want to see the values at other points, I can just use this option of probe and select the value. I can get the force reaction at the fixed end and the force reaction at the displacement end. I can see the directional deformation at this roller end along the x-axis. Along the y-axis, you can see the value is 0. Maximum is 0. The directional deformation at the end where force is applied, also I can see the deformation along x and y-axis. So this is the value along x-axis and this is the value along y-axis. The values are written over here. You can just read these values and you can check it with your FES solution. I have checked with them. The answers are correct. So this is how you solve a numerical of truss of the type which I have shown you. This was the third type of problem I've taken up. If you have not seen the previous two videos which I have created, go through them. It will help you in understanding the process, because this third question I have gone a little fast with the procedure as I've already solved two questions. I'll link the two videos in my description box. I hope you have understood the numerical. If you have any doubt regarding the same, do let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions that you want me to solve, message me in the comment section. I'll give you my email ID for providing the question to me. I'll solve it and I'll put it up as a video in my channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon for latest updates of my videos. I'll see you in the next session with another numerical of truss analysis. Thank you.